Hey Star Fam, thanks for tuning in. We're here again today for another quick energy check-in using the Acer Tarot deck. Okay, and then following up with an inspiring quote from the You've Got This deck. Alright, so getting right into it. I do hope you're all keeping well. This is just going to be a quick general read to see if we can get a bit of a snapshot to see what the energies are like around my Star Fam. This is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, not to worry, I've got plenty of other reads posted on my channel. Feel free to have a look through, and I'm sure you'll find something that will resonate with your situation, okay? Alright, so let's see. First card to present itself. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. Nice. Okay, so this is a card of success. It is a 10. It is the highest number in the minor arcana, so it's kind of the end of something. So quite frankly, happily ever after. This is also a card about legacy and inheritances. Usually when this card comes up, you come from a family that's quite wealthy, quite well off. Or if not like super rich, super rich, at least you know, again, quite well off, quite comfortable. You don't need to worry about money. Okay. And again, this is a card of legacy, so this could be a family business. As you can see, we've got the different generations. So, you know, the older grandparent and then the younger parent. Usually in the traditional tarot, they also have children as well, so that you can really see the different generations. So this could be something about a family business as well. Again, Pentacles being the suit of earth, earthly possessions, wealth, all kinds of bounty, food, basically earthly goods. Okay, so let's see if we can get a little... okay. Next card out was the Knight of Pentacles. All right, now normally this is the slowest moving knight, but he kind of like, he really jumped out here. So, I mean, you could be an earth sign. So far we've got two cards of Pentacles out. And again, as I mentioned before, Pentacles being about earthly things, earth signs. So Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, although again, not necessarily gender nor sign specific, but just saying. So the Knight of Pentacles is our slowest moving knight. But that's because he's extremely methodical, very thorough in his works, likes to make sure everything is done right the first time, takes his time to go over the fine print, dots all the I's, cross all the T's. You know what I mean? So this could be somebody going over family business, documents, wills, papers, like getting your particulars in order. This could be, I don't know. Is it that time of year for audits? I'm not sure. Maybe quarterlies or something. Let me see if I can get a little bit more info. What about this knight? Again, this could be a person, so this could be, somebody who's preparing to take over the family business. Hang on a second, guys. Let me just grab those cards that decided to go flying out. Alright, so the next cards to present themselves are Queen of Swords. So yeah, you could be going over contracts, the family, like insurance, papers, all that thing, all those kinds of things. Then we've got the Strength card, followed by, the Magician, and then the Three of Cups. Okay, bear with me a second. Hang on a sec, guys. Let me take this all in. Honestly, this is looking like something to do with an inheritance. Something about family business or an inheritance. Um, you know? Huh. Inheritance or family business. All right, so we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Next to we're kind of discussed already. And the Queen of Swords has presented herself. Now, the Queen of Swords, air sign, again, swords are representing air. So you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, that's what I meant. Aquarius or Libra. Although maybe you are dealing with an Aries too. I mean, who knows? You would know. I mean, so far the only fire sign that we've got out here is the Strength, but that's more a sign of Leo. And I mean, I guess the Magician, although Magician is more mercurial, but again, he represents all of the four elements, and we do have the wand here, so could very well be. But again, usually the Queen of Swords represents air sign, although again, not gender specific or sign specific, just saying, right? And the Queen of Swords, she's usually known as the divorcee of the deck. But like with the suit of swords in general, both the king and the queen, they represent like doctors, lawyers, professors, maybe dentist, surgeon, people with those kinds of professions. Did I mention lawyers? Because it feels like there's some kind of law thing going on. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if the Justice card didn't come out. But I feel like there's something about divvying up the family fortune. Something about the family business, who it's going to be passed to, how it's going to be split amongst the kids. You know, again, because the Queen of Swords, she's got her sword upright, and that's the sword of truth, the sword of justice, the sword of victory. You know what I mean? But she's somebody who's definitely, you know, she's not here for anyone's crap, you know? Basically. So in that sense, she's kind of like justice, sort of like the Justice card in that sense. But again, I mean, there could have been some issues about inheritance. Parents might have gotten divorced, you know, although not necessarily. For some of you, it might be a splitting of assets that way, if it is a divorce, because again, the Queen of Swords is our divorcee. But, you know, for some of you, for others, it's not. It's just your parents trying to, like, I want to say mediate. Or, you know what I mean? It's like they're trying to find a fair way, a just way, in order to split up this inheritance, or, you know, like who they're going to place in charge of the family business, who's going to take it over. You know what I mean? Maybe try to delegate your positions in the business. You know, and I say that because she's literally facing Strength, right? And with the Strength card, another major arcana card, it's about inner strength, though. It's about, as opposed to like brute physical strength. You know what I mean? This is more about strength of character, strength of mind, strength of will. You know what I mean? This is more of a gentle, inner, emotional strength, right? And I kind of feel like this queen knows that she's going to have to be strong in her convictions, in her decisions, and really try to be as fair and impartial and unbiased as possible. Because I mean, you know, it's not easy when it comes to these kind of things. One, in general, because it's not nice to be thinking about, you know, you passing on. But two, it's like, you know, having to choose between kids, or you know, especially if there's likely to be arguments about who gets what percentage, you know what I mean? And it's just, I feel like this queen is definitely having to, really employ a lot of inner strength. In order to mediate this in a way that is fair, you know? Because again, she can't really be playing favorites at the moment. And it's not about favorites, it's about who is going to be best suited in what position. You know what I mean? And it's hard to balance like business with family, because especially a lot of times is, oh, well, you're giving so and so. Oh, guys, sorry about the helicopter. Probably doing some filming or something. Either that or someone's being naughty. Sorry, just bear with me a second. I can wait for it to pass. Right. Sorry about that. So, yeah, so it's about having that inner strength, because it's not very easy when you're having to kind of divvy things up amongst the family, especially if you're going to have people complain, oh, well, you gave so-and-so this, that means you love them more than you love me. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, that's nothing to do with it at all. You know what I mean? So there's constantly, or there is a potential for that, like, real inner conflict. You know what I mean? So I feel like this Queen of Swords is really, really having to be strong, when making her decisions here. And next to the Strength card, we have a Magician, the Magician out. Now, the Magician is, well, self-explanatory. The Magician, he is very good at what he does. Somebody who's very skillful, someone who's very resourceful, somebody who seemingly knows how to make the impossible possible. Guys, I'm really sorry about the helicopters. Again. Come on, guys, please go away now. Sorry about that. I have no idea what is going on. I mean, I'm not hearing any sirens, so it probably isn't somebody being naughty. They probably are just like filming or something. I'm in London, so it's, not unheard of. Anyway, so right, so the Magician is somebody who is resourceful, somebody who is good at manifesting, somebody who could make something out of nothing, someone very resourceful, very skilled at what they can do, and I feel like this is going to take an awful lot of strength and skill in order to navigate the situation, in a way that's going to make everybody happy. Right? Because we've got the Three of Cups here, and that is a card of celebrations, good times. We've got all of these, the fruits and the pumpkins and the veg. So it could be celebrating the harvest, celebrating a prosperity. You know what I mean? So it's like just kind of wanting everybody to be equally as happy with everything that they've received or are going to be receiving, right? Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. A Knight of Swords. So, I don't know. For some reason, somebody feels like they have to move quite swiftly. Right? Because the Knight of Swords is a very swift-moving knight. Saying that as well, I mean, swords, again, about communication, so there could have been some arguments or some... Yeah, I'm feeling like arguments, harsh words being spoken in the heat of the moment. You know what I mean? And that would definitely explain why the Queen of Swords is here, having to step up and really have that inner strength, and that skill to be able to, divide everything up in a fair and just way that will make everybody happy. Let's see if we can get any more insight as to what is going on. Again, I am so sorry, you guys, about all the helicopters. Probably getting some beautiful aerial shots. Right. Oh, something did flip out. What is this? The Queen of Wands. Right, so this very well could have been a divorce. I'm saying that because the Queen of Wands here is known as the card of the other woman. Right, so if we've got the Queen of Swords, which is mom, and then the Queen of Wands, who is like the other woman, this could be argument over, yeah, inheritance. Could be a fire sign, although not necessarily, as the Queen of Wands is the card of Leo, although again, not sign specific or gender specific. Oh, wow, guys. Let's see if we can get a bit more. Could be that this Queen of Swords is just trying to protect her assets and the assets of her kids, make sure that the kids get their fair share of whatever. Oh, and the Knight comes out again. Alright, guys, so the next, just want to make sure that there are 3 and nobody's hiding. Yeah. So the next cards out, we've got the Two of Wands. Then we've got the Knight of Swords again, making his presence known. And then the Eight of Wands. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Hanged Man. Alright. So the Two of Wands for me is somebody who is making a plan. As you can see, this person is standing here looking out to the horizon with the world in his hands. And for me, this is kind of akin to like looking at a map and trying to map your route. So map a plan. He's definitely looking again at the world and out to his future. So it's like trying to map your future plans and what you're gonna do moving forward. But again, with the Knight of Swords, this is, I feel like, a plan that you're gonna have to, like, somebody's trying to move really quickly to get this plan going, right? With the Eight of Wands here, you know, this could be travel. Again, it's another swift moving energy. They're usually known as the arrows of love, but again, this could represent travel, or this could be like messages, swift messages back and forth. So this combination here could have been like, you know, arguments, swift messages, the swift ideas back and forth. You know what I mean? So I feel like, yeah, there's definitely some conflict here, some arguments here, somebody wanting to move fast, you know, some kind of plan that you need to move quickly. And I kind of get the feeling that, yeah, it's this Queen of Swords who's now in like damage control mode, you know, and she's trying to either protect herself, her own assets, assets of her kids, perhaps. You've probably got, you know, grown kids you got to take care of, you know. But I also kind of feel like, you know, maybe for some of you, this third party, other woman, you know, you're worried that she is actually, not gonna lie, basically a gold digger. Like, she's planning to just, her plan is to just come swooping in, you know, and get get at the finances, you know. And then we kind of have the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man is an energy of kind of like actively being patient. You know what I mean? Which is so weird because it's right next to such swift moving energy with the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands. You know, you got all this fast moving energy, and then boom, all of a sudden it just kind of comes to a stop. So I don't know if somebody's trying to like set some kind of trap. I mean, again, I'm not seeing the 10 of swords, so I'm not seeing a betrayal. Um, you know what I mean? And I'm not seeing the 7 of swords either. So I'm not sure if this is like an actual betrayal kind of trap, or if this is somebody who just hmm like, again, it doesn't feel like it's how can I put this? This doesn't feel like it's being done out of spite. You know what I mean? Like the Queen of Swords, yeah, she could be a little bit spiteful, especially if she is the wronged woman in the situation. But I honestly feels like she's just at this point in time trying to look after her family and what's best for them, you know? And she knows that she's got to move fast in order to do these things, right? Because if this is the case where the Queen of Wands is the other woman, you know, it looks as if this all happened really fast too. Like this affair happened really quickly. And it just looks like everyone wants like a swift ending to this, you know? I mean, the Hanged Man is also about seeing things from another perspective as well, too. You know what I mean? Hmm. Hang on a second. Because I'm also kind of seeing an impromptu trip abroad where you can kind of relax and get another look at things. Because the Hanged Man, again, could also be, because he's hung upside down, seeing things from another perspective. You know what I mean? Hmm. 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 Hang on a second, guys. Hmm. Yeah, it just feels like it's like this Queen of Swords just has a feeling that this Queen of Wands is just after family money. And she's trying to plot something really quickly, you know? But it's like the Queen of Swords knows, you know? And so she's trying to put a stop to this immediately. You know what I mean? Hmm. And it kind of looks like the Queen of Wands is going to be found out. You know what I mean? Which is kind of why I feel like, you know, it looks like she's starting to put this in motion, but then, you know, having to kind of stop. It kind of comes to a sudden stop. Or again, the Hanged Man could be about patience. So even if it looks as if she's backed off for a bit, it's almost like she's just biding her time. You know what I mean? Like, whoa. Some of y'all dealing with gold diggers, huh? Jeez, I'm so sorry about that. It's so weird because, like, I don't see a breakup, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not seeing, like, the Three of Swords. I'm not seeing, like, the Death, which is, like, an ending. I'm not seeing the Ten of Swords, which is, like, betrayal and ending. I'm not seeing the Seven of Swords, which is, like, again, like, sneaky behavior. So it's like, very weird. Oh, right. Okay, okay. I'm sorry. My bad. Okay, so for some of you, this Queen of Wands isn't like a third party in the sense that they're cheating with your partner. It's like a third party in the sense that it could be the partner's mom, your partner's sister who wants a stake in your family business. You know, it could be, you know, a cousin or some other family member. Um, you know, that is kind of coming out of the woodwork and now kind of wanting their piece of the pie, so to speak. Okay. Okay. And it's like they're trying to figure out how they can like swoop in and come and, you know, maybe they're trying to like butter you up, you know, again, because you got the arrows of love. So it's like they could be like trying to cozy up to you and make nice. You know what I mean? In order just to get on your good side. Could be that they just heard through the grapevine of the family that you were, you know, at that point where you're sorting out your will, you know, and now, you know, they've decided to kind of see, you know, if they can squeeze in on the table too. Gosh, what a situation. Oh, guys. Hmm. Hmm. Because again, we've got the Queen of Wands, who's a card of Leo, and then the Strength, who is a Leo, you know? And it's like, it's almost like this person is like trying to approach the Queen, um, but at the same time, she's kind of down here lurking behind as well too. You know what I mean? Hmm. But it's like both of them have their own plans. You know what I mean? It's like she's got her plan, but it's like the Queen of Swords knows this plan. Like she can see through it, you know? Hmm. Trixie, you guys. Trixie. Right, so I think I am going to go ahead and grab an inspiring quote because this is about as deep as I'm willing to dig. All right, let's see if we can get any words of wisdom, words of inspiration, words of encouragement from my star fan with regards to the spread. Let's see. Oh, something did flip. Live for the moments you can't put into words. Okay. Like that's it, isn't it? Living for the moments you can't put into words, because there's some things that like you can't put a price tag on. You know what I mean? You can't put words to it. You can't put a price tag on. And you know, it's about remembering about what and who are important to you. What's the most important to you? Your dreams can come true. Okay. Hopefully those aren't nightmares you've been having. And I mean, again, if you got big dreams for your family to make sure that they are all well off, you know, I kind of feel like that dream has already come true for you. You know what I mean? And as far as being able to find a fair, kind of outcome to this, I'm sure you will be able to. I mean, you are the Queen of Swords, right? And the Magician, and you've got the Strength, you know? Just by these cards alone, I can see that you will be able to find a way to come to a fair conclusion because you've got the inner strength, you know, that inner strength of character, and you've got the skill to be able to make sure that everybody is left happy, okay? So don't worry about it. I mean, well, anyway, say everyone will be left happy. For the most part, everybody will be happy. And nobody will be able to complain that you were not completely fair about this, okay? All right, because again, with the Hanged Man, I don't feel like this Queen of Swords is being particularly like mean or vindictive. Again, we got the Strength card. That's the strength of character, and the Hanged Man. You know, so having a certain amount of patience, and hearing people's arguments. You know, and really listening and trying to see things from other people's perspective. You know, so I really do feel like this Queen of Swords, if this is you, you are going to be quite fair in your decision making, you know? And yes, your dreams of everybody just being happy and being taken care of, they can and will come true. And if anybody's being particularly greedy, like, I don't know, let's say, for example, you know, they're upset that they're only getting 5 million instead of 10. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure they're going to be able to be comfortable off of 5 million. You know, you don't need to worry about them, right? And they will be happy. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing, right? All right, guys. Anyways, I'm going to head out now. I hope this helped. I hope it brought a bit of clarity to your situation. If you enjoyed this reading, please be sure to like and subscribe so you can join the Soul Tribe. And as always, wishing you a copacetic Earth experience.